Let's measure our third cut circle with our new Pi tape from Pi Tape Corporation. It's a 4-meter tape delineated in millimeters from 3,000 to 4,000, and from the 0 to the 3,000 is delineated in meters, since we only really need the 3,000 4,000 range to zero in on the detail. So this is the box that the Pi tape came in, and like I said, it's a tape measure in millimeters. Each one of those hash marks is a millimeter, and comes with what's called a vernier gauge attached to the end, so you can measure to the nearest 1/10 of a millimeter. Though we don't need to prove pi, but one additional digit is fine with me. So let's take a look at the diameter here, and let me just add that the Pi tape measures are certified by the NIST, that is the National Institute for Standards and Technology, and certified means you can trace the manufacture and calibration of the product, the tape measure. So let's first look at the table and zero in on the fact that it is level. Here's 1 point. This is the entire table circle, and we can see that it's level here. Let's move the level over to the other side of the table. Double check that side. Also level. Turn it in that direction. Still level. Let's move it more on the white backdrop. Yes, it's level. And once more, let's try over here. Zero in here. And yes, the level is still showing that it's level. Now let's move on to the diameter of the tape measure, which we put across the diameter of the circle that we're going to draw and cut, which we've done. But let me zero in on here. And you can see the 3,000 millimeter mark is right at the edge of the circle. And we, of course, will cut right on the outside of the circle to put the tape measure. We don't want to include the tape measure in the measurement itself. Here's the center, 3,500. And the other end, the tape measure is on the edge of the circle at the 4,000 millimeter mark. See right on the edge, and the cut is on the outside to measure the circle, not including the tape. So now let's measure the circumference of this circle, whose diameter is 1 meter. Before measuring the circumference, let's show how we calibrated the beam compass that we used to draw the circle. You can see the pointer's on the 3,000, and we pan over to the center of the circle, hence the diameter, And we see that the pointer of the beam compass is at 3,500, so 3,000 to 3,500. The radius is 500 millimeters. And if we keep going over to the other side, of course, the whole diameter is 1 meter, or 4,000 millimeters, the circle, not the cut edge. The cut edge is on the outside of the circle. Okay, now we're going to rotate the beam compass around the circle, show how the circle was drawn all the way around with my assistant rotating the beam compass with the center and the circle. Okay, you can come around to this side if it's easier. Oh, okay, I can hold it. It tracks all the way through. And so we see that the beam compass tracks all the way around the circle. So now let's record the circumference. You see it's 3,140, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need to snug up the tape, and we can see even without vernier that we're about 0.5, 0.6 in that area. Pull back out, and we'll see the 5. Once again, yep, keep it in the slot. 3,144, point anywhere from 5 to 6.